Hello guys and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be playing a garden, and today I'll teach you how to actually play the game properly. There's a few things you have to keep in mind while playing the game, because the other guys are a little out of date since they're talking about the update like last week. So today I'll help you try to get a good start in Grow Gardens, and I'll show you a few seeds that I think are good for beginners. To start off, here we have carrots. The absolute first seed you can buy, since it's the first ever seed in the game that you will buy. Then you should move on to blueberry and skip strawberry. But if you think that's too slow, then you can buy the strawberry as always. Now you want to buy tomato mix. It's a really good plant. Now you want to skip cauliflower. Should I go for watermelon, apple and stuff? Work your way to avocado and banana. Skip pineapple and move on to kiwi. But if you want to, then you can buy it, because anything that comes in stock is always good. Kiwi is quite good. When they are big, they are very expensive. And bell pepper and prickly pear are also good. My friends have recommended. Loquat, I'm not sure if it's a good fruit, but feijoa is a bad fruit as a divine. If we have already gotten prickly pear, you should try to aim for sugar apple, as its base price is 80,000, and that's a lot. Now, the next thing I recommend you to do is talk to Eloise, as she can give gears. And now gears are one of the most important things. Some can help you grow your plants faster. Some can also help you bigger plants with more mutations. And I'll talk about mutations a bit afterwards. And then some of them are pretty much useless, but something like gears is something that everyone needs. Let's start talking
Next
about
off you
eggs.
got.
Now let's start talking about eggs. Say you buy this, something like mythical. Getting something immediately after you get 50k is quite bad, because all the pets aren't always good. As you can see, common eggs have bunny, the same chance of getting something. So what you want from these kinds of eggs are dog and golden bear. Now it's not always 100% chance you can get them, so you should try to save up your money and buy a lot of them. Now you can go to mutations.
Now there's a few mutations
that we can get on. But it will greatly affect your plants. Well, it's not that good of a mutation, but it's still worth having, because who doesn't want more money? Now the second mutation you should get is something that you can easily get. Is something like, I don't know, windstruck.
It is also
a times 2 multiplier, so nobody really cares about it. Now we can start talking about better ones, something like
twisted.
It's a
Good mutation.
a whopping 5 times multiplier. And that's a number, especially for something like
Dragon
pepper,
pepper.
which
It is very expensive.
you can easily earn yourself $1 million with something like windstruck. Here's expensive seeds. Now, let's move on to actual mutations that people are willing to want to get all the time. Now there are another type of mutation that I forgot to tell you, which are growth mutations. Now the other mutations we have talked about only comes from weather, but growth mutations happens while the crops are growing. So these mutations are really good, as the growth mutations give something like 20 times multiplier, which is a gold, and it's only a 1% chance, and rainbow is a 0.1% chance, which gives a times 50 multiplier. Now you have to remember, if you get two mutations like wet and windstruck, it stacks, not 2 multiplied by 2. It would be 2 plus 2. So if you have wet and windstruck, it'll be only a 4 times multiplier. But with something like a growth mutation, it doesn't stack but multiplies with the weather mutation, since they are kind of different. One is weather and one is a growth. So it'll be so if you get gold and somehow you get gold and you have a wet mutation, it will multiply 20, which is the gold, and it'll be multiplied by the weather mutation, wet. So I guess that's useful to know. Now I think I've covered almost everything, but I guess you can just know this fact that some of you might have some pets from the past but are still not rich and need more help. Something like, I don't know, cooked owl, and yet I guess they give something like the crook mutation and bird mutation. But if you guys want to know what pet you should get for this, you can tell me in the comment section, and I will maybe make more videos about Girl Garden. Right before we end this video, I got to tell you about the summer harvest. In this event, you have to take new fruits from the seed shop, and no, it doesn't.
The higher the rarity, the more points it gives.
Before the summer update doesn't count. So what I recommend buying for this are something like tomatoes, as they are really cheap for most bears right now, and you can easily make stacks, and you can easily plant millions of them and get hundreds of points. And if you want some rarer fruits, you should go for something like something like banana, or I don't know, kiwi. Yeah, kiwi is a good one. Now you have to remember one thing: the higher the rarity is, the more points you can get. So after you have gotten all your points, I want to submit all your fruits. You don't have to just take out your inventory and search for the fruit, but you can talk to her and tell her to take all your summer fruits. It will be way faster. And I think that wraps up today's video. So I hope you learned something or got a useful tip from me. Until then, I will keep on uploading videos. I'll try to upload a bit more. So I guess that'll be the end for today's video. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you and bye. Thank you and bye for today's video.